Good Wednesday afternoon, everybody. Surprise, surprise. I'm on a roll this week, y'all. Now, the reason I am cooking, because I'm trying to do better with my eating. So I've decided this week I'm going to eat lots of veggies and maybe just beans and a biscuit or two here or there. So what I've decided to prepare tonight is some navy beans and turkey tails. Now, this also is a favorite meal of when I was growing up. This is like stick to your ribs grandma meal. So, what we're going to start out with so far, got water in my pot there. As you can see, I'm going to use my Ninja Foodi because they're going to cook these beans in about an hour and about 15-20 minutes. So, hope y'all are having a God bless Wednesday evening. Hope you're doing something exciting. If nothing but in the kitchen, making a great meal, making somebody's day, standing in the gap, praying without ceasing, whatever. Just hope you're having a great day. I certainly am. So I'm looking forward to this pot of beans. Yesterday, as you saw, I uploaded. I tell you what, I got my Sunday dinner on there at it's on Tuesday. I got on Monday. Then yesterday I did the veggies. So today I'm doing beans. So like I said, I'm trying to do something good and healthy. I mean real good and healthy. And I know Kareem loves beans, so uh, he'll be just fine with beans and turkey tails. And I'm gonna bake some biscuits instead of cornbread. I think I'll do just some cheese biscuits. I can have one biscuit, y'all. Okay, so let's get these beans going. I've already got, let's see, my pot here has a measurer inside, so it has 6 cups of water in there already. And the key to these beans is you have to have the water covering whatever you're going to cook. So I've got 6 cups in there. So I've had my beans soaking. Get them out of the sink over here. They're soaking still a little bit. I've washed and soaked my beans. You can soak them all day, all night, or a couple hours. It doesn't matter. Just soak them, just so you soak them. Okay, so I'm just going to pour. This is a pound and a fourth of beans. I had a full pound bag, and then I had a few more in another bag, which was about a fourth of a pound, I'm estimating. So this is a pound and fourth. If you just got 1 pound, that's fine. But I'm just giving you exact measurements. Okay, got my beans in there. I've got 2 pounds of turkey tails, and that's just exactly what these are. They're smoked turkey tails, and they're exactly what you think, turkey tails. And if you've not had smoked turkey tails, you've missed a treat. They are not only are they good, they got lots of meat on them, and they're just wonderful. They're healthy. You know what? I think that's, hey, I did that perfect. 6 cups of water. And you see, there's a max fill line. It can't go up past 18 cups. So we're good. I've chopped a half of a medium onion. I'm just going to put everything here at one time. A fourth of a cup of peppers. And 1 stalk of celery. Okay. All that's going to go in there at the same time. Because when we turn it on, we're going to leave it on to cook for 1 hour and about 15 minutes. Okay, I'm going to give that a stir. Now, as you know, the turkey tails are seasoned and they have salt in them. So I won't need to put a lot in here that has salt content. So in my little bowl here, I have mixed a tablespoon of everything. This is onion powder, garlic powder, and I have some chicken some chicken seasoning. It's a Asian spice, but it's so good. So y'all can use maybe complete season. I'm not gonna put the complete season in mine this time, but I'm using Asian season. So just forget I said the Asian season and put complete seasoning. A tablespoon of complete seasoning, a tablespoon of garlic powder, onion powder, and if you got some other seasons that you like that don't have a lot of salt content, go ahead and put a tablespoon of that. So any flavor that you want to get going is good. Okay, so I'm going to sprinkle all that goodness in there. Okay. And I'm going to give it a stir. And I've got to add some black pepper to it as well. Okay. That smells good already. And I don't even think I'm not even cooked. I mean, the turkey tails are still frozen, but excuse me. I'm across the room looking for my. Oh, there it is. Looking for my black pepper, y'all. Okay, so I'm just gonna put about a half a teaspoon of black pepper in there. Not a lot, but you know you gotta have black pepper in there. So stir that around, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the lid down on this pot and let it start cooking. This is my Ninja Foodi that my son Big John purchased for me. And I haven't done beans in a long time. So we're just gonna. So this is gonna be called my stick to your ribs meal today with Great Northern beans and turkey tails, and this is going to be a yum good dish. Now, to give it a little bit of a kick, you know I'm going to put some Jamaican jerk seasoning in there. I always ease it in there wherever I can, because one thing about me, I love that seasoning, but I don't put a lot because I can't take the heat. How that saying go? Can't take the heat, get out the kitchen. So before I let the lid down, and I've mixed it with something else to calm it down. So hold on just a sec. Now you also know that Marsala seasoning is quite potent. So this is a secret mixture. So what you can actually do with the Jamaican jerk seasoning, you can go ahead and look, if you can take a lot in there, it would definitely be good. I'm telling you, it would definitely be good without a doubt. I'll go ahead and stir that. Look how big that turkey tail is right there. Honey, that's some good eating. That's some good meat on that. That could make a whole meal. So we got our meat, now we got our protein and our veggies in here in one pot. Them babies gonna be good, y'all. Trust me. Okay, I'm going to put, probably toward the end, once everything cooks, I'll put some little red pepper flakes in there just to pump it up a little bit more. I can put me a little bit more because I like that Jamaican jerk season. It just makes everything taste good like this. Any kind of beans or something like this, it just makes it taste so much better. And, oh, I forgot my Worcestershire. Give me a tablespoon of Worcestershire. You know, you have to be careful with that as well. Well, maybe a couple tablespoons, because that's a big pot. Okay? So we're good with that. And what I'm going to do is just let this lid down here, y'all. Whew. Oh, y'all don't understand. It smells so good. That's going to be real, y'all. And when I say real, I mean real good. These beans are going to be epic with those smoked turkey tails in there. Okay? I'm going to put a little bit in my hand to taste. Yum, 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 yummy. It even has a little bit of heat to it already. And you know, when you sort of put, you know, heat from cooking to stuff that you put seasoning heat in, it'll amp it up a little bit more. So I may be able to put a few pepper flakes. Now, Kareem likes hot food, so, but I won't make it too hot because the kids may want to eat it. So that's, you know, when you're cooking, you have to think about your audience, as you can say, and think about the people that are going to be eating. You don't want to make it too hot so it's not enjoyable, but some people can eat it really hot. So anyway, let me go ahead and close the lid on here. I'm also going to be putting some butter in. Usually I put it in toward the end, but you know what? I'm going to put it in now. This is my plant butter, y'all. And what I've taken to doing with this plant butter is adding me some olive oil. You know, this plant butter is kind of expensive, y'all. So I just add me a little olive oil in with it. Just put it right on in there. So a couple of tablespoons of olive oil. and a couple tablespoons of plant butter. Okay, so there we go. Now we're ready to close the lid. So if you don't have a Ninja Foodi, you can use a regular. I would suggest a heavy pot. A heavy pot cooks the food better. You know that. Makes it taste good, cooks it better, seals in everything. So I'm going to have to cook this for an hour and 15 minutes. And if you soak your beans really, really good and you're using a regular pot, probably about 3 hours to get them nice and tender. Okay? So from this point, I'm going to go ahead and unplug that. Plug in my, there it goes, it's plugged in. Let's get her turned around here. Me and my little, okay, so everything's plugged in. I'm going to turn it on. And we're going to do, boom, boom, boom. We're doing pressure cooking, so we're pressure cooking. Okay, it's saying, oh, honey, if I put the right lid on, it will cook right. You know what? These appliances are quite smart because I put that lid on there and tried to turn it on and said, oh, lid should. So I thought, oh, okay. Go ahead and put it on right. Okay. In front of the pressure. I love instructions. I love instructions. Okay, so we're doing pressure cooking. So what we're going to do is put time on here. Pressure. Okay, so what did I say? 1 hour. We're going to go ahead and go with 1 hour and 15 minutes. Keep pumping it up, pump it up. So for anybody that has, well, let's leave it at, let's do 1 hour and 10 minutes. Okay, so I've got it set. So what I'm going to do is hit start. Ooh, yeah, it's on the right thing. Okay, so it's started to cook, and in 1 hour and 10 minutes, it will let me know, and I'll go ahead and test them and see. You know, hopefully I won't have to put any more time on. I don't think I will, or either add any more water or anything like that. So while the beans are cooking, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and do a little cleanup. Don't have much for cleanup tonight because I don't have a lot of ingredients, so I didn't make a big old mess for a change, y'all. I'm just doing beans and turkey tails. How could I make such a mess? But believe you me, I got some stuff I gotta clean up. When I went to the store today, I dared to buy a bag of Grand's butter tasting biscuits. So there you go. So that's what we're gonna be eating, Grand's, because I'm not. You know, one thing about those Grand's biscuits, about those Pillsbury butter tasting biscuits, they are wonderful, honey. Hats off to them. They taste real good. When you get to chewing on them with everything else you eat, I can't tell them from my mama's. The only difference is my mom's biscuits were thin and light and buttery. These are good. They're a good stand-in. So that's what we're going to do with this turkey tail and beans stick to your bones. So hope y'all are still having a God bless evening. If you don't have nothing else to do, you don't feel like cooking, just stay hang out with me in the kitchen, and we'll find something to talk about. I think there's a debate on tonight. Hope you're going to watch it. Pay close attention. If you haven't voted, make your plan to do so. And if you have, congratulations. We're going to continue to pray about the virus, of course, and all of the weather that people are still trying to live through, the fires that people are trying to get past, all the devastation for that. So we're yet praying for the best outcome. We're praying for good success in everybody's life these days, and that's become my prayer now, because we all have that one thing in common, that we have the virus in common, that we must pray for a soon end. And most of all, though, we pray for the will of God to work this situation out, because you all do know that God is still in control of everything. No matter what we see, hear, or what someone does, God is in control of this thing. He never said that you weren't going to have. He said, no weapon formed against you shall what prosper. He didn't say anything was no that weapons weren't going to form against you. So the weapons are going to come, but if you're a child of God and you believe in Him, then those weapons will not prosper. And that's the understanding we have to get from the Word of God. We have to know that. And knowing that, we know that there are certain things that we have to do, because after all, what? Faith without work is dead. If we are faithful that God is never going to leave us or forsake us, then we have to do what we have to do by abiding in His Word and praying and being kind to one another, love one another, do something good for somebody sometime, and pray and ask God to direct your path. So we have to do our part in this saved life as well. He saved us already, remember, when He hung on the cross. So we're saved. It's just in order for us to walk in that salvation, we have to walk in obedience. We have to be obedient to His trust, and we have to know that God gives us that's why He gives us new grace and mercy. He knows that we're going to trip up and mess up and do certain little things, but we have to know that we have to be repentant. We have to have a repentant heart, a repentant mind. We have to walk in that. We can't just say, we're saved and that's all we have to do, just sit and just continue to do the thing that we're doing that we shouldn't be doing. We have to ask God to forgive us, and He's already told us that He will give us new grace and mercy every day, because He knows we're going to trip up, mess up, sometimes knowingly, other times unknowingly. So for that reason, we have to beware and we have to understand. Remember now, He said, in all you're getting understanding. You know a lot of stuff, but He wants us to understand the things that we know or think we know, so that we can abide in His Word and be obedient to Him. So I'm going to get off here now, y'all. That was just a little fat to chew on while we're cooking. So I'll be right back here shortly after I get this kitchen cleaned up. So hang. Okay, y'all, there they are. They are all done. Beautiful. These beans are ready to be consumed, y'all. They are perfect. They're cooked, tender, juicy. Look at that. Look at that nice gravy in there. 1 hour and 10 minutes, y'all. A pound and a fourth of beans and 2 pounds of turkey tails. And as I told you, ooh, that's steam coming off. And I also told you that I was going to do some biscuits, and I did the biscuits already. I only did 3. One thing about frozen biscuits, you can cook them as you go. And since I can't eat but one, Kareem may or may not eat it. He's just not a biscuit person, so I cooked 3 just in case. Now, there are the biscuits. Those are beautifully brown Grand's biscuits. So that's what we're going to be having with the beans. So, okay. It only took an hour and a half. Hour and 10 minutes rather. So, again, if you want to do these in a regular pan, just cook them for about 3 hours, because it takes twice as long as it does in this. This is actually a pressure cooker. So, the beans are ready, and so am I. I'm going to get me a bowl and sit back and relax and enjoy these beans. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for continuing to pray without ceasing, standing in the gap, and absolutely supporting one another as we go through this pandemic, this social unrest. And now we're going to encourage each other also to get to the polls and vote. We only have a short time left, so I encourage you to do just that. Love you guys. Thank you all so much for continuing to support my channel and to give me good feedback on the things that I do. So until I decide to cook something again, take care. Love you. pray without ceasing. And don't forget, I haven't forgotten about reconciling those differences. So we still got plenty of time on our hands to do just that. Makes life a whole lot easier when we can speak to our fellow man and to our family without straining or avoiding. So, until I decide to cook again, I'll keep those prayers going up so the blessings will continue to come down. Love you guys too.